Welcome back to James Hates Everything, and today I'm excited to bring you a fun demo of a new product. And of course, we are talking about the Arcade2TV-XR from Xarcade. And before we get started, I do want to disclose Xarcade did send me this product for review, though they had no input onto the content of this review or this discussion of this product. All opinions are my own. It is, like I said, just for review, so I appreciate them sending this to us. And quite honestly, this is something I was super interested in and looking at before they said they were going to send us one. So I'm very excited to have this. I got it set up last week, but as most of you know who are regular viewers here, I got sick and so didn't have an opportunity to get all of my videos done that I wanted to do for this. So those are coming. So look for an unboxing video as well as a deep dive into one of the most exciting features of this deck, and that is its connectivity with VR. This is one of the coolest things that this system has, and it comes with a couple VR games that can transform your room into your own virtual arcade, complete with bring your own games and all that fun stuff. So that is going to be exciting to dive into, and I'm excited to share that with you in a future episode. But for now, we are going to dive into this. So let's take a quick look and let's see here. My apologies. I'm still getting over the sickness. And I want to thank everybody for being here. Chris C., Jason Little Alien, I saw C Sale out there, R Burger, PD7. Thank you guys for dropping by. KFB, Jim the Pacers fan, always nice to see you. And I have cameras all over, so I apologize. I'm trying to keep an eye on everything that's going on. I put this setup together quickly. So the first thing I want to talk about on this control panel is it is a control panel. It does not include any kind of gaming or emulator system. So it is designed to connect to another system, whether that be PC or almost every single console you can imagine, going all the way back to PS1, PS2, and Dreamcast. With a set of adapters that you can purchase optionally for some of those older systems. So it's really cool how versatile this is. As you can see here, I want to show you some just quick shots. Of course, you've got two control stations or two player stations, each with 8 buttons. You have a built-in trackball, the player 1, player 2 start. On the sides here, you have, of course, buttons for pinball, and they default to like your select, select in games, things like that. The other thing you'll notice as you take a look here is there's nice little handy slots for your VR controllers, which is super nice and convenient. If you had pre-ordered this, which they started shipping, I believe, on November 29th, you got a free soundbar. And of course, Xarcade was nice enough to include that in their demo kit, which includes a microphone and everything. The soundbar is really nice. It just connects via USB, sets right on the control deck, or you can set it anywhere, mount it on the wall, whatever you want to do with it. But it brings the sound of the games right up front, right in your face like they would be at an arcade. And so you really get that sound booming right in your face, as I said, which is excellent and fun. So there was really not a whole lot to set this up. You simply take the USB connection and plug it into your computer. In this case, I just have it directly into my laptop, which I've dumped RetroArch on and a handful of ROMs so that we can test this out. The instructions say it comes pre-configured to MAME, so there wasn't a whole lot I had to do. Because I was using RetroArch, I did tweak some of the buttons myself to make sure that they were aligned to what I wanted. And of course, I just did that in RetroArch. I did not mess with the configuration of the control deck itself, which you can do because it includes software that lets you remap the buttons any way you want if you're going to map them to keyboard layouts, or you can put this in D input or X input depending on what device you want to connect it to. When you do that, you can of course go in and change the button configurations and layout to match your preferred style. So it is super loaded with features when you talk about customization. One of the things, I don't know how well it's coming across on the screen here, is this carbon fiber top. It is really, really premium. I think the feel is great. It does include, as I zoom back here, I don't have the light, LED light plugged in that is included, but this heavy metal stand, which is optional. You can mount it on here. You can take it off of here. It's adjustable height, so it just slides up and down if you're going to play seated or standing up as I have it now. So really cool how versatile, like I said, this thing is. Right now, I don't know if you really can't see, but I have this mounted, as you see, a TV right here above me so that I'm standing right in front of it and getting a good look. And of course, we'll share that screen with you here in a bit when we jump into the games. But again, wanted to say hi to everybody. So Julio Hernandez, Mike Hawkhurst, thanks for dropping by. And apologies for how I'm jumping in and out of frame. I should buy some longer cables. Are the sticks and buttons compared to other home cabs? So the great question, Julio. The sticks are phenomenal. The one thing I didn't mention is all the added accessories and options that come with this. So you get this full kit here, and you can see all these extra gates that come with it. So you simply can just remove 2 screws, flip the control panel up, and you can just pop these gates on and off. So if you want your 4-way, your 8-way, or your full 360, you have that. This is the USB to DB9 connector here. This is what connects the adapters for the various consoles like PS5, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, PlayStation 3, all, Switch, all those things, which are all separate. Those adapters, they sell like 2-in-1s, 5-in-1s, so you can get all these connective kits together on xarcade.com. If you guys are interested in this at all, just so you know, I do have an affiliate link in the bottom that gets you an extra 10% off, which is pretty good. The retail is around $500 on this device, and that's all in with the stand and the control panel. So it's not an inexpensive product considering it is a controller for the most part, but you will feel the quality when you get this. This thing, the stand itself weighs quite a bit. This is sturdy. It's not going anywhere. You could be ramming around on this thing. It is not going to tip over. It's not going to fall over. It's got all the base, and heft and weight you would want playing on it. Are those lights always like that? I assume you're meaning the LEDs at the front. No, you can switch those. I don't remember the key combinations off the top of my head, but you can pick the colors, and you can have it cycle or just stay lit. I just have it on the default. I played with it a little bit, playing with the different settings on the lights, but you find yourself looking up at the TV screen, right, when you're playing your game, so not really noticed when it comes to the lights. Says, glad to see you also got this product from Xarcade. I'm excited to set mine up soon. I also got the Quest 3. Yep, I have my Quest 3 ready to go to pair this out. It does include the Bluetooth dongle to connect right up to your Meta Quest 2 and 3, so that's pretty nice. Let's see. Max Millie says, first time. Well, thanks for joining us. Appreciate PD7 sending you over. I know we love watching PD7 every Saturday. Of course, I start my day watching PD7 and his walk and talks. It's great as I'm on my way into work, watching PD7 and hearing about all the great deals out there. So appreciate him. See, we've got, does your claw machine still work? It does. It works great. You know, kids play it every day pretty much that we let them. Tim York, thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. And so, well, let's, as we get through all this stuff here, let's just jump into some of these games. I bought the new Tank Stick Max earlier this year, says Max Millie, which is basically this, but not mobile, rollable. I wish I would have waited for this one, but this is an absolutely great product. Yeah, the quality, like I said, is amazing on this. You know, from a quality of the build, we'll see as we get into playing it how good it plays. But I know you guys are familiar with Xarcade and the quality of the controls they have, so I have high expectations. Xarcade ended up sending me a $100 refund for pre-ordering early, brought down the total. Wow, very nice. Excellent. That's a great deal. So let's just bring you back into, how do we want to do this? There we go. So let me know how the sound works. Right now I have the sound to the system turned off because I'm assuming it's going to come through on my mic. And so if you want me to try to turn on the other sound, let me know. I suspect it's going to get echoey though if I do that. And like I said, I just threw this together really quickly on the ROM side. It's not any kind of special, you know, setup or anything that I have. It's just a bunch of quickly thrown together ROMs. So I suspect I'll have some issues of my own, but let's just give it a, you know, let's just jump right into, say, Street Fighter Alpha here. You know, so why not first give it the test of a fighting game, because, you know, that's, I think, where we're going to see the best impact of the controls. And I'm not hearing any sound at all, so maybe I should unmute this. Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is. Why, when I'm in this game now, I have no sound. Well, that is super frustrating. Well, hopefully you guys can hear something, because this is bored. It worked fine before I jumped into a StreamYard here. Now she's gonna kick my butt. Come on. And I do just have the default gate in here, so you always play worse, right? When you're trying to do this, and it's not very fun with there's no sound. This is ridiculous. At least you guys can hear it, because I can't hear shit. But that's my setup, I guess, and pardon the language there. Up. All right, I'm going to lose on the first person. This is ridiculous.
You do. Round 3. Fight.
So I was adjusting the adjustable legs because as I moved this out, I guess the part of the reason it wobbled there a little bit is because I moved it on my floor, which isn't down here in my basement, isn't exactly the most sturdy. Can you plug in headphones so you can hear it? I'm sure I could, but I don't have any handy real quick, so I'll live with no sound. I don't know what StreamYard's been doing lately. It's been making it so I can't hear the output of the stream audio for some reason. Yeah, it's how I ended up with that one stream where it was just doing the Damn It Bobby over and over. Man. I need to put the gate on this. It is not as easy with the... What is he, just going to stand there?
KO. You win.
It's moving because, like I said, I didn't level it right after I moved it. And I just put it in the wrong direction. There. Now it's going to move a lot less. So now you should see it move a whole lot less because I didn't have it level and it was just moving around on my floor. Alright, what is going on? Did this kick? And the game just crashed? No. Definitely, why is the lower kick ones? I must have messed up my mapping because the low kicks aren't in there, and this thing keeps putting on the sticky damn keys for some reason.
You win.
So... bonkers. So now you get me to see me play here with the inputs. Whoops. Well, it looks like it's still right. What the heck? Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. It should be working. Whatever. I don't know why the kicks aren't, the short kicks and stuff aren't working. Shit's annoying. All right, where are you? Let's do a different Street Fighter and see how that one works. Hey, Big B. I have not tried the VR yet, but that is next up for me. I'm definitely going to be do that. And yes, retro arcs, and of course that didn't even bother loading. What the hell? Oh, come on. This is the problem with not having a handy drive all pre-set up, ready to go, and having to throw this crap together. There we go. Chun-Li. Yep, what the heck? It's still not. Very annoying.
You win.
How's it going, Sergeant? So you can see it's a lot more stable now with the lock on. But anyway, so there's Street Fighter. Don't much care for, I mean, Street Fighter is fine. It's just not one of my all-time favorites by any means. So let's play something a little more fun. If I can navigate these menus faster. Let's see. Let's check out Food Fight. So Calvin, Robotron is interesting. I haven't configured this yet to work with Robotron. Technically, it should be very easy, but because I remapped the controls, it's working kind of wonky. But one of the cooler things about this control deck that maybe other versions didn't have is you can actually toggle it into 2 stick modes, so 2 analog or 2 D-pad sticks, which is really cool. So if you wanted to play Call of Duty with joysticks, you could. Of course, that lends itself to Robotron, Smash TV, all the other 2-stick games like, you know, Karate Champ, all that fun stuff. And by default, I have like the select, the coin in being the pinball buttons on the side, which makes it handy, keeps them out of the way. Well, this is definitely not food fight. I guess I clicked on F fight instead. I thought it was food fight. Oh my. Well, there you go. Who doesn't want this game? See, the controls are right on it. I don't know what happened to the mapping there on Street Fighter, where it's acting up without the light kicks and medium kicks for some reason. It was working last night when I was messing with it. Oh, I didn't get the money in fast enough. It's pretty loud. Well, I unfortunately don't know how to turn it down since it's being squirrely on me. So, not playing through the audio I wanted. There's no real volume control. I could try turning down the overall normal volume. Hopefully that does something. I'm unplugging the sound bar, firing it back up, so hopefully it magically starts playing the game sound again. But let me, I don't want to really. Play Final Fight to begin with. So this is fun. Papa Brad, maybe this is first impression video. Yes, this is definitely first impressions, just playing around with it. Kevin says, keep track of how many quarters James uses. James hates quarters. There you go. So just jumping around, playing different things. I'll settle in here on something. Let's see. Got Batman in here. Burger Time. Yeah, so let's go grab Centipede. Where did it go? Right there. So the trackball on this works great. I've noticed the sensitivity right off is pretty slow, so I would imagine you can tweak this just like you can with any mouse sensitivity to get it faster moving. So it was kind of annoying to me because of how much I have to tweak on it to get it to move. But I'm 100% certain that's just a setting. But it does work well right out of the gate. You just got to get, you just got to get good, which I'm not. When it comes to Centipede, this is, again, not one of my favorite games in the world, but I know people love it. You're killing me over here. The other thing it gets, with the current setup I have on here is it takes a little getting used to the having this fire button on the left-hand side. I'm This game, I like it the other way. Play a little cross-handed. Where's Adam Sandler when you need him? Oh, wasn't looking. You can hide the mouse cursor. Yeah, is it still showing on the screen? Hopefully, because usually it just goes away. Oh yeah, you're seeing it. It is not showing up on the screen for me, so I'm not sure why you guys are seeing that. Very interesting. So, like, I'll give you, I don't know if you can tell from that or not, but there's no mouse cursor on the screen. That's just showing up in StreamYard. So whatever it is, it's picking it up, but it's being hidden in gameplay. So it's not something being caused by the controller or RetroArch that I can see. So very strange. Oh look, you can play on the joystick too, so you don't need the trackball if you really don't want to. You can play all Polycade style, right? And this is how you play Centipede on the Polycade Sente. But yeah, it's a pretty bird. Let's see, what else can we try on here? You know, let's do this because this again, why gives a good explanation. So we're jumping into Donkey Kong. As I mentioned, the gate on here is the default that it comes with it, which is, I believe, a full 360 gateway. And so being able to switch that out to a 4-way for games like this is crucial because it helps dial in the controls. And you know, I can tell you, in a game like Donkey Kong, I can really feel the lack of the gate. So having the extra gate to hit 4-way so you get the crisp movements is really crucial in something like Donkey Kong, because there's nothing worse than trying to go up and you're just slightly off. Wah, wah, wah. Cornercade is in the house, playing his new 4KP all the time, he says. Da-da-da. Yep, true 4-way, true 8-way, and then of course it also comes with 360, so it's nice to be able to swap those out. Wah, wah, wah. Tried to play chicken with him. See, and you can see, like, there, it's real easy to get off on that, you know, not having that. Come on, go down. Yeah, so the not having the 4-way gate in there, you can tell it you really need it, but with it, it plays a million times better. So I just wanted to demo that, you know, which is again why it comes with it, because it games like that really need it. Alrighty, let's settle in and play. Here you go. In honor of Galaga Guy and Gamer Fridge, let's play some Galaga 3. Excuse me. Of course, one of the more interesting Galagas. Brad says, I could play the heck out of the 80s. I'm trying to read all the comments in the chat while trying to dodge Galagas. Not so fun. So what works well with this product? Left and right and our one-button controls. I wonder if this has potential to be as good at Pinbox with the VR. Yeah, I mean, obviously they've gone that by giving you all those pinball buttons. They're giving you opportunities there to play all those. Virtual pinball in there, which should be pretty cool in VR with this deck. Come on, somebody else come down here. And then I lost that piece. Ah, flew right into it. And again, flew right into it. I'm really excited to play with it in VR because that's really, you know, get you the tactile feel, the look. The software for VR looks awesome. It scans the room, lets you decorate it how you want. Of course, gives you the ability to put the right marquees on the right games. Looks like it could be really kind of cool to have like a versatile unit that can do all these things. Where are you going? A lot easier to play when you can concentrate. Don't go that way. Oh, brother. One I like about this one is you can actually go up and down, but I haven't been doing it. That was quick and easy. Definitely a far more aggressive than your standard Gallia. On you. I just gave up on that one. The buttons feel good, nice and responsive. Definitely not cheapy ones. And what? That gets annoying. Stupid sticky keys. Would you stop? I don't know why this thing keeps triggering that. Screws up the whole gameplay. Stop it. So I guess that's the problem with running it in keyboard mode. You can end up tripping sticky keys, which is freaking annoying. You. I don't know why I can't hit that, like aiming at the broadside of a barn door. Ridiculous. Seriously. So what's your guys' thoughts on CES? Are we going to see anything worthwhile, or a lot? Grunt. We going to get anything good from Unico and Media 1UP and supposedly Arcade 1UP? Yet to hear much on the Arcade 1UP side. I'm very interested if they're actually going You know, they're not listed as a vendor as opposed to Unico, so that's something I'm interested in seeing. Are they actually going, or are they just going to a hotel? Or are they not going at all anymore? That obviously rumor originated back when David McIntosh still worked there. So interested to see if that's actually still happening. Well, I know this works, so because I was playing this earlier. But should be interesting. Evercade made more news last week than Arcade 1UP has had in the past 2 years. You are not wrong. And I think we got some hints from Michael B the other day that maybe Media 1UP has been working with Evercade and Unico, and with Evercade announcing, you know, hinting at Neo Geo and SNK games now coming to the platform. That's super exciting. You know, I love the AES. Can't wait to see what they got coming. I don't really want like a SNK Alpha. I'm hoping it's more of like the, you know, their console. I would love a AES style console from Evercade with the real arcade controls. Of course, it'd be cool if something like this worked with them. What the heck? Why is it just auto supering? Oh, don't sticky key me nonsense again. Man, it definitely does not like me wailing on these buttons. Windows doesn't. It's starting to get annoying. Which is, again, super strange because I put this through at least a little bit of testing before going online with this. And this never happened once. It's only happening now that we're streaming, just like whatever sound issue is going on. What the hell? That one's making me waste my super. Ugh. I don't know if it's something with StreamYard screwing with the controls. Like, somehow it's like hotkeys are taking over, and that's why it's screwing up the kicks and on Street Fighter, and it's auto triggering this, because neither one of these had this issue when I was just playing. It's really pissing me off. It's changing the entire way. Oops. super, super annoying. The shift key triggers sticky keys, which is probably your rightmost button. Yeah, I mean, you're probably right, but it, like I said, it wasn't doing that at all when not in StreamYard. And it also wasn't auto-triggering supers in this game. And the kicks worked fine. So I think something that StreamYard is doing, like, is screwing with the controls a bit. You know, like I said, the sound has gone away, which should be coming through the sound bar, and it's not. I've got no sound at all because of whatever StreamYard's been doing. And it's doing that. StreamYard's been doing that on multiple computers of mine. So I don't, it's some setting that got turned on when they changed their, you know, enabled all those new features. Suddenly the sound output from it doesn't seem to want to work. I can't hear what it's doing in there. So I need to go dig through the settings in StreamYard to see what's up. Whoops. So if you're counting quarters on me in this game, Kevin, I'm at like 10,000, I think, at this point. The theater gets you hyped. Come on. So the reason I wanted to get this stick isn't for what I'm doing now or even for the VR. It's to build the largest multicade I think you can possibly have in your home. And that's somewhat being facetious, but I had acquired, I should say, near 100-inch TV for a project in my wife's like library study that she has. It's beach themed, and she wants a faux window that we can have a beach scene coming out of. And so it's been sitting up there pending a redecoration of that room, just waiting. And so it's a very large, you know, as I said, nearly 100 inches screen with, you know, 240 hertz. It's a really nice screen capable of doing 3D, all that fun stuff. And I want to use it for at least as a test or to play with for a little bit, a giant multicade. Yeah, what are these games going to look like when they're almost as big as tall as I am on the screen? So I'm pretty excited to check it out. It's probably going to be, you know, almost unplayable. I can tell you right now, standing like, what am I, 4 feet away from this, you know, 50-inch screen or whatever it is. Already, it's very large. It's hard to honestly be able to see the whole screen at one time. And so having one that's like twice as big should be an experience. Definitely interested in what it's going to be like when I'm just looking in front of me and all I can see is the screen. Should be absolutely insane. Thor says he really likes the concept of the XR Arcade to give you the real arcade controls in VR space. I just don't have time for it right now, so I settle for watching James hate it. Yeah, I can't wait to get a little bit of time, hopefully here next week or next weekend, to really get the VR set up. You know, there's a little stuff you have to do to side load the ROMs on. But I'm really excited to at least test that out and put a few games through their paces in a truly VR space. And, you know, the idea that, you know, Arcade 1UP isn't making us anything new. Now, maybe the alternative is to create our own VR arcades where we can have all the games we want. And it'd be great if those spaces were multiplayer. And I know that one of the applications that is included with the X Arcade is a you know, AR space where you can hang out with other people. It'd be cool to bring that into that arcade atmosphere and let you actually play games together and all hang out in the same virtual arcade. That would be a ton of fun. What are we doing here? So I'm really excited, you know, for things like that, for obviously the VPix Virtual and things like that, getting to use this controller in that environment to really make you feel like you're standing at those tables and having all those pup packs going with all the atmosphere all around you in VR. Really a cool way to play. I know Gamer Fridge is a big advocate of playing that way. He uses his @games control panel to do that, but I can tell you I really like the feel of this X Arcade. Of course, it's a slanted deck, which is very, you know, really, I think, how you want to play, in my opinion. The big problem with some of those @games is that flat surface, in my opinion. It's not horrible by any means, so I don't want to say it's like a bad thing, but things feel so much better when the deck is slanted like this. And of course, you know, having the ability to sit down if you want to is also bonus. So that adjustable height feature, you know, you can sit in a you know, in a chair, a stool, whatever, makes it great for people with, you know, other levels of ability, right? You know, if you're in a wheelchair, things like that, you can pull right up and play with one of these. So very cool. Also, because the deck itself can be completely removed, you know, you can actually take this thing on the go if you wanted to take it to a friend's house. Again, it's basically just a giant USB controller. So you can pull this deck right off. It by itself is still quality and still sturdy, but you don't necessarily have to take the base with you. It does come with some, you know, like rubber feet on the bottom of here. These rubber pads, you can feel them, that you could set it on a desk, you could set it on the ground if you wanted to. I don't know why you would do that, but maybe you're laying down and playing. But so it's really, really versatile from that standpoint, which is a huge bonus. And I gotta say, some of these things are great to have a deck like this for, you know, when you're going to do a multicade. This is definitely a way to put together one if you've already got like a TV and things like that without having to buy a full multicade experience. The other thing I've been thinking about doing, there's a lot of storage compartments underneath this that allows you to store all those adapters, those gates. Comes with a key lock, so when you adjust the the height of the control panel, the key lock lets you tighten it down so that it's not in there sturdy. You don't have to tighten it down. It's going to be locked in place good enough without it, but tighten it down certainly adds to the safety aspect of it. But because of all those storage things, I'm wondering if I couldn't 3D print some holders for light guns. So I'm thinking about doing that, getting the Reaper light guns from Retro Shooter and building some holders that can install right along underneath this. So there's also, you can mount your VR headset under there. There's some places where you can hang your strap. So really it becomes like a nice little storage unit where you can put a lot of accessories all in one place. Reduce some of the footprint something this takes up. And I'll tell you, this is a pretty big footprint. It's going to sit probably 6 inches wider than a standard Arcade 1-Up, so it's a more full size from a width perspective. You can see I've got it fully extended right now, and it's coming up to kind of my abdomen area. So it's nice and tall. Again, it goes lowers for people who are shorter or like to play at a different height, but it's very, very nice at where it's at right now for me. Again, apologies for coughing. Still getting over the sickness, and since I'm not on where I can actually easily control the mute button, I'm sure you don't like hearing me cough in your face. But so far I'm digging it. Other than, like I said, whatever the heck StreamYard is doing to the configuration, because right now, like I said, I just have this in keyboard mode, so it is just acting as though I'm pressing keys on the keyboard, which is getting that stupid sticky keys to fire off. Come on. Turn around. Let's see. I have the Reaper coming today. Excellent. That thing those look so good. Hey, Crypto Coffee, the trackball is good. It's I need to play with the settings on it. It's a bit slow, responsive. I mean, it's certainly adequate. I'm used to playing on a mouse that is set really high, and so getting really fast response rates. And so the trackball to me seems a little slow, but I'm confident that's just a setting. I need to load it up and load the software up and tweak it a little bit just to set that a little higher. But it rolls really well. It's great. You guys know Xarcade is a partner with GRS, Thunderstick Studios. So I don't know if this is their trackball, but the trackball feels great, spins great. You guys can hear it in there, hopefully, as I'm spinning it real quick. So you can feel the weight of it. It's a 3-inch trackball, maybe a little bigger. So it doesn't, it sits nicely between the controllers. It doesn't take up any room, doesn't interfere with my hand placement. So the control deck has a lot of space to it. I'm kind of interested over time how the carbon fiber top is going to hold up to discoloration. Obviously it's white. We all know white things can discolor pretty easily over time. White attracts dirt, right? So, you know, as you're laying your hand on here, playing them, is, you know, oils in your skin, you know, any kind of grime gonna rub off on this thing. How easy will it be to clean and maintain? So I'm pretty interested in seeing that. You know, because pure white is an interesting choice. I know other X Arcade like tank sticks and things like that are black, but man, the carbon fiber look though does look really good on it, and so I want to keep it looking really good. Yeah, I mean it's got some weight to that trackball, that's for sure. Throwing exploding money around. I'm sure that's what that is, right? Exploding money. So as I mentioned, as we're, you know, making our way through the end of this, potentially the end of this. Whoa, I just jumped off a cliff because that's fun. But I will have an unboxing, show you everything that came with this in more detail, closer up. Not really going to do an assembly video. The assembly is very simple, very straightforward. It's not that many pieces. So, you know, goes together really quickly. They include all the tools you need to assemble it. So, you know, no needing to get extra screwdrivers or socket wrenches or anything like that. Everything is included you would need to put this thing together. And really the only thing you're putting together is that stand. It does ship in 2 boxes, one with the stand and one with the deck in it. And of course the one that came with the deck I had also had the sound bar and mic. How do you go through all those lives? Come on, Juggernaut. They need to do like a modern sequel to this and give us like Deadpool. Give us way more characters to choose from. Turn around.
X-Men, nice job. Magneto is over there. Follow me.
I'm not keen on the white color on it. Way too easy to get dirty. Yeah, that's one of the, and yellow, that's exactly what I'm worried about. This is the only time I've seen Juggernaut with the bazooka. Yeah, apparently, you know. I'm trying to move. I'm also not paying enough attention. All right. Can you tell I have not really actually played this all the way through before? I know this is PD7's favorite arcade game of all time, but never really was one of mine. I was never a big X-Men fan. You know, I'd rather play Simpsons or Turtles, play the hell out of Turtles. Come on. I always wanted these beat-em-ups to be more like Street Fighter. And wouldn't Capcom make a killing if they made a Street Fighter beat-em-up where all your characters still had all the regular super moves and everything, but you were just walking through the streets, beat-em-up style? and then your big baddies are at the end of each stage. That would have been the ultimate. I've never understood why beat 'em ups don't have a better array of moves like fighting games. There's no reason. The move sets can easily be the same, still work. You're playing in the same basic layout. Never understood it. Seems like an obvious thing to really take beat 'em ups to the next level, but nobody's ever done it. Rather, I've heard one company did, but I don't remember what the game is. But they said it was very much like that. But I just don't know how you not do a Street Fighter beat 'em up with all the Capcom's beat 'em ups out there. How they've never done a Street Fighter one is beyond me. Getting killed. Can never go wrong with turtles, indeed.
X-Men. Magneto is planning to attack Earth from his
top 3 beat 'em ups, man.
Before it's too late.
That's a good one. I think definitely one of them has to be Double Dragon, because to me that is the game that really, the beat 'em up that created all the rest. So I really love that one. I like all the turtle ones, but I think maybe the new what's the newest one called? Not those Mayhem ones, but I think honestly that one's probably my favorite of all the turtle beat 'em ups. But all the Konami ones are awesome as well, so they would definitely rank in my top. All of those would be in my top 10. But I'm probably ranking that more modern turtle beat 'em up that came out a couple years ago and has the additional characters added to it is probably my favorite of the turtles. So that would be in my top 3. Punisher's great. The Alien ones are good, but maybe it'd probably be Streets of Rage 2. Maybe I think that's probably one that ranks way up there for me. I think that's a lot harder, being it's a console one and you don't get just unlimited continues, so you really have to work at it, as opposed to here where I've probably gone through 100 lives at this point, if not more, just smashing buttons and talking and trying to really check out this control stick. Smash. Hey Carlo, nice to see you. Oh, Toxic Avenger. Yeah, I want to play that new one quite a bit. I also want to play the Power Rangers one. I still haven't got my hands on the G.I. Joe one because I'm waiting for the physical edition to come out before I buy that. The Karate Kid one is a ton of fun. These are all newer ones, right? I think we're seeing this great resurgence of beat 'em ups, and the Karate Kid one's really fun. Not a lot of depth of characters in it, but it's a ton of fun. Come on, He's Magneto. Can he just rip my adamantium out of me and call it a day? Adamantium. Oh, Mystique. So, I also have some Indiana Jones to play later. I was debating whether to do tonight's stream on Indiana Jones, the new game, or this one, but I've been really excited to play this one for a while, and having it for a week and being too sick to touch it was very annoying. To really get a time to play with it. I've been wanting this one for a while, really since I kind of saw it announced, but I was waiting on some reviews, and so I'm really thrilled. It's working great so far. I'm waiting on some converters that I ordered because I really want to get this hooked up to the PS5 and to the Switch, and see how this plays with MVC2 and the Capcom Fighting Collection, and then I have the Capcom Arcade stuff on the PS5 where I have a ton of Capcom legally licensed games there, where you can play in Candy Cab or the original Cab kind of style on your TV. So I'm excited to see that. Actually kind of curious too, see if I can just using USB plug this into the Poly Mega, play a lot of the console games that way, older console games. So, well, there you go. We saved the universe from Magneto and the evil mutants. Game Pass rules. Game Pass does rule, and I love that some of the times you can just pay like $30 and get the deluxe editions and get early access. It's a nice little addition. So really excited to dive into that Indiana Jones. And I had tried to avoid everything about it, and done a pretty good job until Super Game Room Dudes revealed the intro, which would have been really cool to experience unknown. But it is very cool that it's like that one-to-one shot of the original intro of Raiders of the Lost Ark. So I'm excited to dive into that, play that a bit. I'll probably do that some tonight, actually. But appreciate you guys joining, hanging out. We've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. I tried to play a variety of games that, whether they were fighters or trackball games. I did play Crystal Castles on this earlier, played really well. I didn't show that on stream, obviously. But really, really played well. And so appreciate you hanging out with me in the arcade tonight as we, like I said, put this controller through its paces. I need to play with it a bit more, figure out, I know you just hold down mode and button 6 and it'll put it in this dual joystick mode for things like Robotron. But I haven't actually done it yet, so pretty sure if I tried to do it live, it's not going to work because I haven't mapped the controls correctly in RetroArch in order to have the second stick hitting the right keys. So once I do that, I'm sure it'll work great. Because just when I had this in X input in RetroArch, Robotron played really well with the control and the buttons, but you want to play it with the sticks, right? You want to play it with the dual sticks. So that's something I'm really looking forward to doing. And looks like the game paused here when I was playing with the sticks. But again, thanks everybody for joining me. Hopefully you got a chance to get a look at this system. As I'll move it back here on the screen for a second, give you a bit of a wider shot of it. It's really cool with all the stuff it comes with. You got that sound bar, the microphone, Again, that came with the pre-order. I don't think it's included anymore, but definitely check out the website. Just a reminder, it was provided for review by Xarcade, but I was not paid for this review. They do not have any creative control. All the opinions I've shared throughout this are my own. Was not told to say anything in particular or anything like that. So please understand that. All in all, I mean, it's one of these things that's so versatile. It is complicated to use. You know, there is a lot of key combinations. Hold down this button, hit this button. There's third-party software you have to install in order to really remap what the buttons are and what they do. So it's not just totally plug and play. They've tried to make it as plug and play as possible. Of course, I think when you move to the console, it's going to be way more plug and play than, say, with the PC and all these emulators on a PC. But you have that with really any control panel. But because of how versatile it is, you really need that extra software to really get the most out of it. And you're going to need to have that manual around with you, because I doubt you're going to remember all these crazy button combinations and things like that. So it's a little on the complicated side. It's definitely not for somebody who's looking for something that they can just plug in and go. When we get into the VR aspects of this a lot more, it'll get even a little more complicated, because not only are we going to be pairing this thing as a Bluetooth controller to the Meta Quest 3, but now you have this application where you need to side load in your own ROMs in order to actually get that true arcade experience. And that side loading process isn't horribly difficult by any means, but it is an extra step that you're going to have to do by connecting your MetaQuest up to your PC and moving those games over. So it's a little extra step. It's not just downloading an app from the App Store and going. But I'm really excited to try that out. So as I actually do that, I'll put a little video together on everything I did to make that work, and then my impressions, and hopefully be able to share some gameplay with you as we go into that virtual arcade. So again, everybody, thanks for dropping by. Thanks for hanging out. If you've made it all the way to the end, I appreciate you. So remember, hit that like button. And if you're watching on the replay, drop a comment below. Love to know what you think about this. And as always, oh man, am I sorry about that one. I did not mean to drop that cough on you right here towards the end. But you know how we do. Until next time. This is hard to do when I'm stretched out all over the place. So until next time, have fun.